my God, Jets, you're that bad? Really? You're that bad. You went from almost beating the Raiders last week to getting destroyed 40-3 by the Seahawks. I can't even. This doesn't compute. Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the... Do I, though? I love talking about the Jets. And love of God. What do you say? What do you say after this game? What do you say if you're the Jets? Or a Jets fan trying to recap it? That's what I thought about the entire second half, because I knew it was over at halftime. It was like 23-3 at halftime. I was like, yeah, this is over. It was over. And so for the second half, I thought, what can I say? What can I bring to the table? And I realized nothing. There's nothing I can say about this game. The Jets went to Seattle, and the Seahawks loaded their weapon, looked us, aimed at us right down their scope, and just blew us away. That was it. 40-3. The quarterback, Sam Darnold, didn't play well. Running backs didn't really play well. The wide receivers didn't really play well. The tight ends didn't really play well. The offensive line was fine. I didn't notice any real issues with it. Defensively, no one really played well. Our kicker, Sergio Castillo, was terrible. 1 for 4, excuse me. Braden Mann was okay. I think he averaged like 39 yards, 38 yards a punt. Not a great day. And I love Braden Mann. That's not Braden Mann slander. We just sucked. This was the worst game I think I might have ever watched by the Jets. There's not even anything I can say to point to. It's not like, oh, well, this was just a full head to toe from coaching decisions, from players on every phase of the game, offense, defense, special teams, top to bottom, quarterback, running back, wide receiver, offensive line, tight ends, defensive line, linebackers, safeties, corners, kickers, punters, and gunners. We were just bad. Point blank, we are terrible. This is the worst New York Jets team of all time. This is the worst team I've ever had the displeasure to watch as a New York Jets fan. I think we really have a case if we keep it up like this. If we get beat like this next week to the Rams, who are as good as the Seahawks, and then the Browns, who are legit contenders, we're going to be the worst team ever. I was concerned, because I'm all in for the tank. I was concerned that maybe the Patriots would pose a threat to us. Maybe they'd find a way to lose. 40-3 after this game? Nah, Patriots are going to blow our doors off. Anyone could blow our doors off. We got beat 40-3. Now, the only things notable that happened in this game, Marcus May, beautiful interception. Marcus May's a good player, good captain. I want to bring him back, pay him all the money. I like Marcus May a great deal. That was really it. I found this funny. The ESPN win projections by halftime. The Seattle Seahawks had a 98.2% chance of winning. Even when the Jets were up 3-0, it was still like 84 point something. It was insane. And with 8 minutes and 33 seconds left in the third quarter, it was at 99.9. Almost a guarantee. Almost a guarantee for the Seahawks. I believe we had a negative 6-yard third quarter. What do you say? And look, I like Sam Darnold a lot. I love Sam Darnold. But he's looked terrible this season. He didn't look good today. Didn't have any picks, but even if you like Sam Darnold, and I do, but even if you were a big supporter of him, how can you look at what he's done the past few weeks and say you want him back? The Jets are terrible. Sam Darnold, I love him. I want him to go somewhere and succeed. We're terrible. He's been terrible. It's unbelievable, truly. Funny little anecdote that I thought I would throw in because, 2 of them actually. So I do not have the luxury of watching them at my home. I'm in Florida, obviously. I'm not in New York. I watch the Astros on at bat, and I watch the Jets usually at my local sports bar, unless they're playing the Dolphins. Then occasionally, I get to watch them at my home. So me and my sister trek up to my local sports bar to watch this game. And she left with like 6 minutes in the third quarter left. And as she was leaving, she said, "Are you coming or are you going to stay a bit longer?" And, we drove separately. And I'm like, "Nah, I'm going to stay for the rest of the game." And she's like, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Yes, of course. There's only..." And then I look at the screen and I go, "Oh, dear God, there's 6 minutes left in the third quarter. There's still 20 minutes of this game left." And I got very sad because I realized that I was going to have to stay there another hour to watch the Jets game. The Jets are bad. There's really no other way to put it. We got introduced to the Geno Smith Variety Hour with still a little bit of time in the third quarter. And guess what? Geno Smith's offense put up a field goal. Geno Smith, in a quarter, did more than the Jets did all game. Or at least as much. Geno Smith! Do you know how impossible that is for Geno Smith to make your defense look bad? And pay it no mind. That first drive, he was carving him. I was amazed they didn't get a touchdown. It was insanity. Fun fact, Geno Smith in that quarter against the Jets put up as many points as we have in the 2 games against the Dolphins this year. And if I seem screamy and yelly, it's just, I've reached the boiling point with this Jets team. We are terrible. This was laughably bad. And unlike other Jets games, there's nothing to point to. There's no one group you can point to and say, well, if they didn't do this, if that person didn't do that. There's nothing. Everyone was the problem, and pretty much no one played well. There's no highlights to take from this game. Like, if I were to make a compilation of highlights, and actual highlights, not what the NFL does, which is, for their highlight videos for YouTube when they upload them, and it's any gain of, like, more than 5 yards. If you're looking for actual highlights, like actual plays that you would remember from this game, you have 1 for the Jets. You have, 2 if you want to include the field goal that we made. 1 of 4. We have the field goal and the Marcus May interception. Again, beautiful interception by Marcus May. Pay him all of the money. But ye gad, this Jets team is terrible. And I know the Patriots have looked bad. But do you think legitimately that the Jets have any chance? And this is for anyone who cares to comment. And if not, I get it. I'm just a screaming child. Do you see a win on the schedule? Do you see them beating the Rams or the Browns or even the Patriots? Do you see it at all? Because we lost to the Patriots in New York. Do you see a win in here? Because I don't. I think 0-16 is a foregone conclusion at this point. I think we go 0-16. I think we get the first overall pick. And as much as it hurts, I think we go, Sam, thanks for your time. Goodbye. Because this Jets team is horrifyingly bad. And I don't know what else to say. I'm amazed I actually got this video to over 8 minutes. So yeah. This is a special New York Jets team we're watching. Well, I'll see you next week when recapping the Rams game. But it'll be a bit of a late recap because I have a Christmas party next week. So, yeah. I'll see you at some point next week. Hopefully I'm going to make an Anoli Paredes video tomorrow. And that's for the Astros. Yeah, that's all I have. The Jets are bad. I want Trevor Lawrence for Christmas. Thank you all so much for watching my ramblings and anger about the New York Jets. I hope you have a fantastic day. And even though it's getting increasingly harder to say, go Jets.